Well, a new directive from the Trump administration is putting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in schools under the microscope. It's also raising concerns about the future of federal funding for education.
Washington's top education official is pushing back, saying that the move holds no legal weight, and he is urging districts not to change course. King 5's Bridget Chavez explains what this could mean for Washington schools and students.
Some local leaders here in Washington worried that this order could lead to some schools losing federal funding if they don't cut DEI programs. They say that that's worrisome because a lot of students rely on these programs and resources.
This new directive from President Trump is shaking up how schools approach diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI initiatives.
DEI is not a harmful thing, it's a good thing.
The order aims to dismantle DEI programs and threatens to withhold funding from schools that don't comply. Washington Superintendent for Public Instruction says the order is not enforceable.
They say right in it that they don't have the power of law to actually do that. They're trying to intimidate us into that, which we will not be intimidated.
The Trump administration says the order stems from a 2023 Supreme Court ruling on affirmative action. The court ruled colleges cannot use race as a factor in deciding who gets accepted.
What DEI is today is not affirmative action, and that's very much confused throughout the executive order.
The executive director of the Southeast Seattle Education Coalition says any funding cuts could harm the most vulnerable students. About 7% of Washington's state education budget comes from federal funding.
The reality is that it will have major implications. These are programs like free and reduced lunch. These are additional funding for Title I schools that create additional support staff for students already struggling.
She says if schools do comply, there could be serious consequences for students who need support the most.
The fight of our lives is always every day now, but more than ever with the pressures that we're receiving, this is an opportunity for us to come together and say we can't allow our systems to go back.
We've reached out to colleges and school districts across the state of Washington, and the majority of them say they are not making any changes at this point to their DEI programs. In Seattle, Bridget Chavez, King 5 News.